Hey, what's up everybody, man? Another video of See What I See. I just want to talk to you guys real quick about how traveling has changed my perspective on a lot of things, man. It has changed my perspective on a lot of things. Traveling is an amazing thing, and having the freedom to be able to travel, I never understood the magnitude of it. I never understood how amazing that opportunity really is. It's 100% a privilege to be able to do it. And when you finally do it, especially like me, you know, coming from America, it blew me away how other people in other countries view Americans, whether good or bad. Let's start off with just the traveling part, you know, booking, flying. And I refer to this especially with Thailand, because when I first booked and I got booked to Thailand, my ex put me on game about the airlines and stuff, right? So I did through Qatar Airlines. I think I'm saying that right, Qatar Airlines. Man, listen, when you see how other airlines in other countries operate other than your own here in the US, the experience was completely different, man. You know, I've been to some nice airports in the US, but it's a little bit different, man. I'm talking about, like, you got to, like, they got like a forest inside of the airlines, like inside the airport where we landed. Everybody is suited, dressed really, really well, smelling really, really nice. Great customer service. You can find help anywhere. Multiple different languages being spoken. English, all that. I mean, like, whatever you need, food from all over the world. It's like, I mean, I'm seeing guys in the full, you know, sheiks and the hair wraps, and I'm seeing people from, it was a culture shock, man. In the US, if you're just in the US and you just think like the American way is the way to do things, and oh, we're the best of the best of the best of the best, sir, like, bro, it's the furthest thing from the truth. It's like other countries have some very, very nice setups, very, very easy to navigate, get help, very beautiful. They have inclusive areas and stuff that you gotta have memberships to get in. I mean, lounging areas, sleep. Like, I remember when I was like, I think I had to stop in Amsterdam or something like that, man. And they literally had like PlayStations and Nintendo 64s available for people to play. They had sleeping areas to play, like to sleep in when you're away. I'm literally sleeping on like this real comfy, big old bean bag, looking at planes flying down, and it's just nice. The sun beaming in. I mean, I'm like semi-sunbathing in the airport. Dude, it was insane. I mean, I've never seen anything like this in the US, man. It was charging stations everywhere. Food, fresh food areas and stuff, like, man, it was, so when you, that was one thing that just blew me away. Like, it just opened my mind to the fact that, okay, everybody doesn't think the American way as like of how to do things. Cause there's so many things that happens in America where I'm like, man, well, we can do this a different way, or it could be a little bit more fun, or we can, you know. In other countries, they think outside the box. They have their own cultures, their own way of doing things. So let's talk about hotels, for instance, right? Well, and I guess that would tie into the money, because now the money is very, very important. Nothing you don't realize, just the privilege from you coming from America, is that you're, luckily, if you're born in America, which is a blessing in itself, then your money it goes longer in a lot of different countries. You're American, that's first of all. So you're already looking like a walking Lamborghini, okay? That's in people's mind, that's what they think in certain countries. And then two, your money goes further, so it 10x's. So, you know, your $10 is like, you know, $20 or $30 in another country, which is insane. Because here in America, it's barely, you know, it's barely the amount. If it's $10, it's probably more like $9 here in the US now, because the dollars doesn't go as far as it used to here in America. But you take that same $10 and you go across seas, it's gonna blow you away, because it's like, wait a minute, so my money is worth even more? Prime example, when I went to Thailand, I went to Pattaya, and this is during the peak season, because I went during New Year's. The New Year's is this huge water gun fight. Everybody go crazy. I really want to go again next year. I'm trying to get my money up now, man. But they have this big water gun festival for 4 days straight, non-stop. So it's the peak season, it's the New Year's. You do that, you try to book a room or Airbnb or whatever in New York during New Year's, you're gonna be spending a buku amount of money. Especially if you're downtown where all the action and everything is happening, man, you're spending some money. I mean, it just is what it is. You're spending buku money. Man, I got an Airbnb, a real nice Airbnb during the New Year's, right in smack where everything is happening, and I paid $36 per night. $36 per night. How is that possible? How is that possible? You know what I'm saying? $36 a night, man. That's insane. That's insane. You know? But your money goes so far out there that American dollar is strong. Because they have, I think it's called baht out there. So your dollar compared to their baht, it goes far. When you go to certain places for the peso, you know, whether you're in Medellin, Colombia, whether you're in Dominican Republic, your dollar goes farther out there. You know, some places may not be. Like if you go to Europe, certain European countries, okay, it's either even or slightly less. You know, so if something costs $1, say if something costs like €2, your $2 you probably need to add like another 30-something cent on top of that. You know, so it's a little less than the euro. But you go to other places and your $2 goes super far. You might get a full meal for like $3-5. A full meal for $3-5 because your dollar goes far. So that was another thing that just blew me away. I'm just like, wow, I really can't believe this. This is crazy. See, another thing. This goes along to the fact of you just being American, your status, and this especially for males, okay, especially for men, and younger guys. You know, I mean, older guys, yeah, they love older guys over there and all that stuff too. But I'm just saying, as a young guy, as far as like the dating and the social, if you're a young guy, you're able to travel. First of all, you're already beating out a lot of people in the country, man. You're American. You got a passport, you could travel, and you can make money, and you can, like, dude, like, I mean, I don't know how to explain it to you, man. You are a walking commodity, you know, in certain places, that just is what it is. You know, there are certain things here in America that it just is what it is. Whether you want to call it a double standard or whatever, that's just the cultural norm. You know, if you're a beautiful woman in the U.S., hey, you're going to get in you can get into certain places for free. There's going to be certain accommodations, whatever it is. You as a male, when you go from America and you go to other places, dude, you're going to get accommodated in a different way. It just is what it is because you're American. And you may be like, well, I'm only carrying like $2,000-3,000 on me. Man, that's a lot. Dude, listen, you got some countries where I found out people are making $200 to $300 per month. You got some dudes who drive motorcycles and stuff and do taxis. They're only making $20 a day. You understand? So you could literally change somebody's entire life. Like it's unreal. You know, I had no idea. So that blew me away. Traveling has really opened my eye, and then just the cultural differences of how people treat you. Now, you may go some places and they take a little bit more time to get things done because things are not rush, fast, get it. Then you got other places where it's just very, very accommodating. Whatever you need, whatever you want, right then and there. It just, my thing is, traveling just opens your eyes to all these experiences, man. And for the next part of my life, from anywhere between the time of the age that I'm now all the way to 50, I'm going to be traveling, man. Like that, I want to travel. There's 195 countries in the world. I've been to 4 or 5. There's a lot to see, man. There's a lot to see. It's like collecting Pokemon cards, man. And there is a lot to see. And I want to see majority. I don't want to see everywhere, but I want to see majority. And just, you know, my ex really put me on game, and I really appreciate her because she was the one that was like, hey, look, to be with me, you got to have a passport. I'm like, huh? I really didn't care about travel. I didn't care about no passport. Oh, how wrong I was. How wrong I was. I can't believe, like, even now I think about it, I'm like, dude, you were so stupid. Like, how all these years, no one has ever, like, nobody in my family, none of my friends, like, only had, like, one of my bros, he talked about going to Punta Cana before. So So I did have him. You know what I'm saying? My other bro, he was like, I think he went to Jamaica or something. But it was never like, yo, man, you gotta get your passport. It was never like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we gotta go to the club, or yo, man, we gotta do this music thing, or yo, man, we gotta get this money. It was never on some, yo, man, you gotta get your passport. And that's how I've been ever since. Ever since. Because I am just like, I'm living. I can't wait to get on a plane. I can't wait to get on a plane and go to the next place. I can't wait to take another cruise. I can't wait to just go amongst the people and be in the country and be an American. I've never been more proud to be an American than when I left America. That's the craziest thing, right? It's reversed. It's like when you're here in America, you know, whether you've dealt with racism and things like that, discrimination or whatever, you don't feel like you belong. Let me tell you, I have never been more proud to call myself an American than when I finally traveled. And a lot of us, especially from our hoods and stuff, we don't get that because we just not, you know, we don't get treated as Americans sometimes, you know, or you're black or you're from the hood or whatever. Nah, man, when you go to other countries, I went to another country, I went to Portugal and Lagos, right? And everybody knew me out there because, I'm an American. I'm loud, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking, laughing with people. I'm just very, very friendly. And this person said, oh, you're the American, aren't you? You're the American. And some people may take offense, and I'm like, no, you know what? You're right. I am an American. Like, I was so happy because I'm like, yeah, I come from the U.S., you know what I'm saying? And I learned that it's not so much about race. Yeah, you got certain people that beef over race, but ultimately it's about your nation. Like, what's your nation? Who you represent? You know, when you leave outside of your world and you go to other people's world, they're like, yo, where are you from? Like, what's your country? You know, it ain't about what your race, you know, what's your country, who you represent. And I've never, look, here in the U.S., we got our flaws, man. Don't get me wrong. That's why I want to move to another country one day. But damn it, I am proud to say that I'm from America, man. I don't care what nobody say. I'm proud to say I'm from America. Because when you go to other countries and you see what other countries got to deal with, living conditions and politics and governments, and man, listen, hey, look, it's different, man. It's different, bro. If you born in a place where you got a cell phone, walk into a McDonald's and get free Wi-Fi, man, dude, listen. You know, fresh, clean, running water, man, it's no joke, man. It's no joke. So, I'm really, really happy to be traveling. It's blown me away. I'm just beyond ecstatic about it, and I can't wait to do it more and more and more. This Black American right here with building up that credit score, making some nice money, good stroke game, fairly handsome, young. Hey man, listen, the world listen, fellas, trust me. The world is bigger than the U.S., man. You know, all the social norms that we have over here, completely different in other countries. You know, where the men are still men and they run a lot of things, man. And you're respected as such. And like I said, you going out there as an American, oh my God, oh my gosh, man. You're the Willy Wonka ticket, man. You really are. And it just is what it is. See, when you in the U.S. and you got a guy who's rich and he got good money, nice car, stay in Miami and all that stuff, you know, people don't shame those guys because all the women want them for their resources, because that's what they want them for. They want them for their resources. But you, as a guy because think about it, that same rich guy who's in Miami, he could go to somewhere like Dubai and he's going to be looked at as regular. You know why? Because his money ain't comparing to the guys that's over there. It's levels to this thing. So when you have a guy who's considered regular in the U.S. and then he go to another country where he's considered, you know, the Grand Vizier, then, people hate on him. Oh, you just going there because they want, dude, it's the same. It's looked at the same way when you get a rich guy coming from another country and coming to the U.S. and pulling all the little, the women that want to get all their resources and stuff, and they flock to them like chickens. Well, it's the same way, man. When you go to other countries and you're an American, bro, your money go far. So never be ashamed of that, man. Always stand tall. Just, you got to go to where you're appreciated, not tolerated. And I've never seen anybody in my life say, you know what, I'd rather pay full price than wait to go on Black Friday. It's never happened. Never happen. All right? Everybody wants to go when they're getting the deal. Everybody wants to go when it's Black Friday. Nobody wants to pay full price. So just remember that, man. You know what I mean? Go to where your money goes further. It's smart business move. People just want you to stay in this cycle and deal with their BS when you don't have to, baby. You know what I mean? Especially if you're single, no kids, man, no bad habits, bruh. Hey, listen. It's the world is your playground, man. So I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Just one of the reasons why traveling blew my mind. I still can't believe it, and I'm happy I didn't wait too late. And I'm so thankful for my ex for making me get my passport, because now it's up. I'm gonna talk to y'all later, man. Peace.